I'm Zach, founder of Hack Club, and we are at Sam's factory, ISource, here in Shenzhen, with Akon and Scotty from Strange Plates.
So basically, Sam here is like the guy who like manufactures a lot of things we do at Hack Club, so like the block kits and also like the solder kits, which I'm working with Sam for. Because we were in China, Sam was like, "Yo, you want to like come to our factory?"
Maybe you'll sit in front of me later. Yeah, later. Oh, that'd be great. What started with a factory tour turned into meeting up with Scotty from Strange Parts and this incredible day with Sam Hugh from ISource Asia, where we not only saw Sam's factory, but we went to the largest electronics market in the world to see how the things that we use every day get made.
We're here in iSource's PCBA factory where they assemble circuit boards. I'm gonna walk you through the process. So first, they load these flexible circuit boards onto carrier trays, which holds them very flat. Then they come here. This is the solder paste stencil where they apply solder paste, which is microscopic balls of solder suspended in flux. Then it comes here to the pick and place machine, and all of the components get placed by a tiny vacuum needle. So they start on these reels, and then these tiny little dots here on the tape. And there's a head here that's going bang, 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 that's moving them from the tape to placing them where the solder paste is on the board. There's two machines. This one is for small parts. This one is for bigger parts like ICs and processors and things. Then it comes out here via the conveyor belt into the reflow oven. The reflow oven is 10 separate temperature zones to slowly bring up the temperature of the board, to bring the chips up to temperature, and then it spikes the temperature really quickly, and then it brings it down quickly so it doesn't damage the chips. These are the finished boards coming out of the reflow oven. They're fully soldered, all the chips are attached. And finally, they're doing inspection to make sure that there were no defects, there's no solder bridges. And then on the far side, they're fixing anything that's broken by hand.
I've like never seen it in person before, and it's kind of amazing like how skilled you have to be to like operate these machines. And like this one guy was like placing silk screen, like you have to manually do it, and it's like, holy sh**, how does this person align it so quickly?
In the US, everything we do is IP. Like you design the phone on your computer, you design the chip on your computer. When it comes to actually making it, not only do we not make any of the parts that we use in the US, we literally don't know how to.
Okay, so if I want to compete with Sam here and I want to set up this factory in the US, under tariffs, first I have to buy all the machines. So let's say the Juki machine here, about $100,000. It's Japanese, right? But there's a tariff on Japanese stuff. That's at least $10,000 more than I have to pay than what Sam pays. But Sam might not have bought this new. He might have bought it used. And there's a huge used market for this here because there's so many other factories. He's already got me beat on the cost of his machines. Then I have to go get the materials, right? All the materials Sam needs are already here in Shenzhen. And he can go drive to the factory and meet the supplier, work out a deal, drink tea with them, have a beer. He's guaranteed gonna pay a lower price than me. And I still have to pay tariffs to bring that in because I can't get that in the US. Then I have to find people who know how to run all these machines. Very rare in the US, everywhere here in Shenzhen. I need to go get the chips, right? I have to get the solder paste. Can't get the solder paste from the US, gotta get it from China, probably. Gotta pay tariffs on that, right? So I'm paying tariffs on all my tools, all my machinery, all my chips in the bill of materials. Then I have to find skilled labor, which isn't there, so I probably have to train it, but nobody wants to work in a factory in the US. So now I have to somehow incentivize people to work in my factory, or I'm dealing with very unreliable labor that can't get a job elsewhere. And then, if I have an emergency, I run out of solder paste, I run out of a chip, I got a bad chip, I'm having to wait multiple days for stuff to get shipped across the country or from out of country in, Sam could just go next door and get it, metaphorically next door. It is somewhere within driving distance. Anything he needs, like guaranteed. And then logistics, right? Like the logistics system for moving physical stuff around here is great. There is an equivalent of Uber for trucks and drivers. So I could pull up an app right now, and within 10 to 30 minutes, we can have any size truck we want downstairs. I can select how many people I want to load it, whether it has a lift gate or not, whether it comes with a pallet jack. I'm kind of baffled as where we start with building this ecosystem, right? Yeah. This ecosystem has been built over 30 years to build. That takes decades to build. You don't build that overnight, and you don't build it by punishing industries, you build it by incentivizing. If we're really serious about bringing manufacturing back to the US, we really need a carrot approach. We need more carrots and fewer sticks.
The only way you build this expertise is from actually doing it. And right now, a vanishingly small number of teenagers spend their free time building projects and as a result have any skills around making real electronics and real hardware from scratch. I want to live in a world where the national pastime is making things, where you talk to any teenager from any town in the USA and they're spending their free time working on a side project, putting together a radio, building an electronics thing. Like, that's just the national pastime. And we have to have a culture like that if we're going to be able to bring manufacturing back.
I am not particularly hopeful, I will say, unless we dramatically change our approach, and it's going to be very expensive. It's going to involve a long, deep investment of both time and money and willpower, and we have to fundamentally change how we think about careers and career paths and what is considered to be a good life direction for someone coming out of high school or going into college, or it requires a fundamental societal shift.
Yes, are you serious? 100%. Oh my gosh, what? Oh my god. So what you need the receiver for